Benny Mac, back again. What's going on, fellas? Hope you had a good week. I get to start work tomorrow, so I hope all you guys enjoy your weekend, but I had a pretty good last couple of days off, fellas. Bit of progress happened in the Scar Model Garage, bit more inspiration from you guys on the YouTube community. Really liking that build for Freddie over at H-Town Model Shop. If you guys haven't checked him out, I'll chuck his name up there of his channel. Go and check it out. He's doing a pretty cool build at the moment of an old van, rusty, crusty body that he's graffitied all up, and yeah, I just really like the idea of it. And I've always liked the idea of graffiti, and you know, when I see it down the road here, I've taken a few photos here and there. I might chuck some photos up in the slideshow for you. So yeah, I've never thought of incorporating it into my builds, and you know, I've seen Dr. Cranky do it once, and he's now got that 20-foot container he's going to do that too as well, and it sounds like a pretty cool idea. So between those two ideas, they sparked a bit of interest in myself, fellas, to start another little project, and I'm thinking I might even link it with the Mudslinger as part of the diorama. I'm not too sure yet. I might just keep it a separate project, so we'll see what happens anyway. So, because I did pick up a decal sheet at the 2015 Model Hobby Expo this year, fellas. Yeah, I was crook as a dog, so I wasn't in the mood for doing any videos or taking any footage, unfortunately, guys. So didn't get any videos for it this year, but I'll definitely be going next year because it's at a new venue that's only about 30 minutes from me here. So I might even enter something in it next year, guys. Let's see what happens if I can get the time and it works in with my days off. So, but yeah, I managed to pick up a decal sheet there, fellas, with some graffiti. And yeah, I thought I have an old build of a 77 Chevy van. I'll put a photo up right now, fellas. It's a pretty old build. And yeah, man, yeah, I took it out of the cabinet the other day and it looked like a good canvas for what I was thinking, and got to looking pretty close at it, and it was one of my pretty early builds, fellas, and there was some pretty bad, you know, mold lines and stuff that I didn't get rid of before I started painting it, and it wasn't the greatest job, so I just pretty much ripped it to pieces last night, guys, and got the old, you know, craft acrylics out, started sponging all. I didn't even strip it. I can still strip it if I want to, but I think I'm going to cover it enough with what I'm doing with the craft acrylics I won't have to, so. But anyway, fellas, I'll chuck the camera on the bench, we'll check it out, eh? So this is basically what I've come up with, fellas. I had a bit of an idea of, you know, a diorama for the Mudslinger, like, you know, a couple young blokes have been out hunting or just, you know, fanging around the swamp or doing whatever all day, and they've got a little spot out bush they like to go and chill out for the night. You know, they can light a fire and cook up a feed and a bit of shelter somewhere for them to stay the night, and so they can get up for the next day and do it all over again. And yeah, basically from Freddie's idea, I had the thought of having the old 77 Chevy van. I cut the side door out of it last night and just sort of had an idea for it being, you know, a little just a little shelter spot where the guys can pull up for the night. Made it look like they've made a little deck for themselves just to, you know, they've propped the body up a bit, so if it does, you know, gets a bit floody or swampy, they're still going to have a nice dry spot to sleep for the night. And yeah, just made a little deck out of paddle pop sticks last night, guys. It's just a rough. I might redo it yet and straighten these up and, you know, make it look all rough, and I'll weather it all up to make it look all, you know, like it's been sitting there for a few years in the wet weather. And I've also got a few other bits and pieces I can use, you know, little grasses and my static grass applicator and some static grass and a few other bits and pieces. And I've also got the, I'll give you a quick look at this graffiti sheet, guys. Just some pretty cool looking graffiti, all different sizes. So I'm going to put some of that all over it. Here, there, just to give it a bit of character, like, you know, it's just been sitting out in the middle of the woods for a while, and young guys always come across it and done a bit of tagging. It's a bit of good canvas for them out in the middle of the woods. No one's going to yell at them, so. But anyway, fellas, I'll quickly stop the camera here and chuck the Mudslinger on the turntable and give you a look how it's been going. I've still got a lot to do, acrylic work to do with this, guys. I've still got 2 different colours to put all over it to give it that realistic rust look that I like. But yeah, that's just basically where I'm going with it, guys. It's just going to be a, little shelter spot in the middle of the woods for the young fellas that have been out mudslinging all day. So, alright, back in 2 shakes. It's the mudslinger, yeah! Alrighty fellas, the mudslinger. I reckon it's starting to look pretty cool. Got all the rusting done to it and the clear coat on it before I was going to do the rusting technique. Then the missus turned around because I thought I'd ask her for a bit of colour advice because I couldn't pick out what colour. I actually started it, guys, using this Rust and Chipping Effects kit from Vallejo. And yeah, went through all the steps and did it how the instructions did it, and I just didn't like how it looked, guys. It just wasn't what I was looking for, and I really like the effect I can achieve just with the sponges and the craft acrylics that I use. And that's all I do, guys. I just sponge it all on there in random patterns until I get it looking how I like. So it's still got a little bit of the tinge of green under it from where I did it, but tried with the Vallejo effects. Once again, I've been lazy, fellas. I didn't strip it, just went over the top of it, give it a bit of extra character, I reckon. I did a little bit of rusting to the front chrome grille there just to dull that down. Still got to do all the weathering for the under the hood there, and still haven't decided, fellas, if I'm going to use the kit motor. It fits in there sweet. I've got a drive shaft from that Hilux kit that fits in there perfectly and lines up with the back differentials, and everything underneath looks pretty cool now. I'll break it all apart here in a second. But yeah, can't decide now, fellas. The missus reckons I should just leave it like that. Obviously I've still got to mud it up and everything, but I can't decide whether I should salt it up and maybe do a red or a blue or some sort of colour, and still have, pretty heavy rusting, but just that bit of colour here and there to break it up. So, what do you reckon, fellas? Leave it like it is, or salt her up? Leave a comment for me, let me know. So, yeah, that's about it, guys. I can still basically pull all this apart. This is all just one separate piece. Got a few gadgets in there and some tools and chains everywhere for when they get bogged. Pause this for a second. I'll also rip the cab off. Man, for an old Revell kit, it actually goes together pretty good, eh? Sorry about the arm, fellas. And basically, if I take all the wheels off, I'll give you a rough idea on what sort of work I've done on the chassis for this thing. So, as you can see underneath, guys, that drive shaft there for the Hilux kit, it lines up perfectly with that engine. Now, obviously, I've still got to do I'm thinking of rusting all this up, guys, yet, and, dirty and making it all nice and weathered. But I've put added the bull bar on the front and back there. And as much as the stuff from the kit for the steering and the suspension, obviously I was thinking of putting some big tubes and making some suspension, but I'm not overly fussed about the underneath, guys. You probably know by now functionality isn't a big deal for Benny Mac. As long as it looks cool, that's all I'm worried about. So, but that's pretty much where we're at, fellas. It's going on long enough, I think. I just thought I'd give you that quick update for the week. Yeah, I really like how this rusting comes out using those sponges, guys. I reckon it looks cool. It's obviously a bit shiny because I cleared it, because I like to put a clear coat over that craft acrylic before I put the salt on it and get it wet. Otherwise that craft acrylic just doesn't want to stick. So, but it's obviously all going to get a varnished matte coat before it's finished, just to bring it all together to make it look all nice and dirty and grimy. So, alrighty, guys, well, that's about it. Thanks for stopping in again. You guys enjoy your weekend. I'll try and catch up with some of your videos at work over the weekend. So, alright, fellas, it's your mate Benny Mac. Hope you have yourself a good day or night, wherever you're from, mate. Catch you later. Oh.